Hello and welcome back to Let's Play
The
Neverwinter,
Nashers are really riled up tonight.
where apparently the Nashers are really riled up. That's great. Well, we got some quests to pick up here. I know from experience we'll be going into this rather on fire building. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully not too terribly.
The Nashers aren't freedom fighters, really. You're going to need a distraction to keep the Nashers off your back while you're going after Karzov. And I think I know just the thing. The Nashers have been smuggling supplies across the lake. Supplies they need for their revolution. Set some of those supplies on fire on your way to Nasher headquarters. That should keep them plenty busy. Ready for our next move? Karzov will head for Nasher headquarters, an old warehouse by the shore of the lake. According to Gothwin, that's where they're keeping the crown as well. This is it. Time to put down the Nasher rebellion and recover the crown.
Alright, sounds good. Let's get right on that. I actually managed to hit the done button. It's not in here. I was mistaken. Did I do that last time? Did I get another bag? Oh, hey, we did that quest last time. So apparently we already went into this burning building. And we are going to be heading over here to destroy some supplies and raid the Nasher headquarters and recover the crown. That seems like not a terrible idea. And we are under attack. I've been playing this game quite a bit. The Trickster, pretty damn fun. The Great... no, we're gonna ignore the Great Weapon Fighter for the moment. The Cleric is pretty good. It's fun. I was playing it initially, and I've played it a little beyond that. It's a Cleric, it's a healer, it's a little less, offensive. Control Wizard, also great. Got a bunch of control spells, obviously, and pretty damn good damage. Almost as good as the Trickster. Just lacks a tiny bit more in the utility department. The Guardian, pretty damn good as well. Tanky, you can block stuff, you don't have to move. You can attack while blocking after level 15, which is great. The basic attack of the Guardian is an AoE, which is also great, and I passed the quest. The Great Weapon Fighter, however... Oh god, the Great Weapon Fighter.
Shh, keep your voice. This was once one of the most populous areas of Neverwinter City. Now it's a lawless ruin, plagued by Nashers and dead rats. My employer would like people to move back into the district, but for that to happen, we have to clean it up. In short, we have to get rid of the gangs. 2 gangs is a very easy problem to solve. Take this letter. I'm marking a spot on your map. Place the letter in this spot, and make sure there are no witnesses. When you've done that, come back to me, and I'll give you further instructions.
No, I'm gonna grab that quest first, before I get... And I'm gonna kill these things also. I have a bit of a rant to go off on in the Great Weapon Fighter. So I'm gonna grab that last quest and I'm gonna rant about it while I go around doing these 4 quests. Or 5 quests. Quests. Yay.
If you... Maybe you can help me again.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we'll see what we're supposed to do for that in a second. And stolen supplies.
We alchemists are here researching the Blacklake sludge to see if it has any useful properties. Unfortunately, Nasher rebels mistook our last shipment of supplies for potions and made off with them. Maybe you could get them back?
There are things to be done.
Yeah, sure, we can get those back. The first quest I took actually turned out to be the Blacklake skirmish quest, lurking in Blacklake. I'm not going to queue up for that just yet, so I'm going to go off my rant first and do these quests, then I will queue up for that. I have, since the first episode or second episode, figured out how to queue up. Yeah, look at that. K brings up the queue window. It's also part of the Welcome to Neverwinter thing, 3rd tab over, yada yada, whatever, who cares. Alright, so the Great Weapon Fighter. The class is so utterly and horribly broken at low levels, it is just stupid. As I mentioned, the Guardian Fighter has an AoE basic attack. Like, I have my normal dagger swings if I hit something in front of me. The Guardian Fighter has basically cleave. It will hit stuff in an arc in front of it. It's fine, it's great, it's not terribly high damage, but it's good damage. The Great Weapon Fighter uses the Guardian Fighter uses a sword and shield, and cleaves in an AoE. The Great Weapon Fighter using a big-ass 2-handed sword. I have to actually go in here. Slip the letters under the door. What's the worst that can happen? Apparently we can get attacked by were-rats. So great weapon fighter. Huge, gigantic sword. You think you swing that around, you're gonna hit a whole bunch of stuff, right? Nope, sorry, single target damage. And to top it off, you know, okay, so it's a big two-handed sword doing single target damage. It would at least do a lot of damage, right? Again, no, sorry. We were comparing it last night with a buddy of mine. It turns out you do about a third of the damage with that single target attack. The class is horribly and utterly broken, and why don't I have any kits whatsoever for these things? So the basic attack doesn't do more damage than the Guardian. It's just worse, hands down, no questions asked. So, you know, maybe the offhand is... I have to sneeze now, too. Maybe the offhand attack, you know, the right-click secondary is good. I'm gonna sneeze, be right back. Alright, I sneezed, it's all good. The secondary attack is you stand still, you kind of pull your sword back over your shoulder, and charge. When you let it go, you can do a bunch of damage. There's 3 stages to the charge. You'd think, oh hey, so you know, you charge it up, it's gotta do good damage then, right? It's about double an auto attack, maybe triple. The problem is it takes like 3 seconds to charge it up. So, it's still pretty bad. Even with a you know, you can't cheat, do 1 charge and kind of, you know, just squeeze out some damage in an AoE. Doesn't work. It's pretty crappy damage. It's like, what am I need to find an enemy quick so I can compare. So I'm roughly the same point now. Actually, I think I'm slightly ahead on it. So what am I hitting for? A single hit is 41 damage. Rather than rant about it, I'm actually just going to... Actually, now I'm in Protector's Exile. I do less damage by like half the damage. It's like maybe 20-25 damage on the auto attack with the Great Weapon Fighter. So both at-will abilities are terrible, horrible, just bad. So, you know, encounters. Maybe the encounters are really powerful, you might, at this point, say, trying to grasp at something to make this character class worth bothering with. The first one, it's an AoE sweep in front of you. It's okay damage. It's kind of a little like a full charged up at will, just instantly, and it slows. It's okay. It's nothing great. And yeah, it's not bad. The problem with it is it has like a 15-16 second cooldown timer, so it's never up and available to use. The second ability you get, it's a leap. It's a ground target AoE. You jump to where your target on the ground is. I don't currently have a ground target ability to demonstrate it, but it's similar to the teleport, except you can aim where you want to jump based on the ground rather than having to have a target. It's not bad. The damage, again, though, is like completely and utterly worthless. It does almost no damage whatsoever. The third ability, or actually no, back to the second ability. Again, the cooldown timer is like 15-16 seconds, so you're really never going to be able to use it twice in the same fight. Third ability you get, and this is the last one I've gotten, is a big swiping heal. You kind of like drag the blade along the floor and like swipe upwards towards the sky. It's actually pretty powerful. The problem with that one is it's single target. It also heals you a little bit, which is kind of a nice little side benefit, but it just has way too damn long of a cooldown timer. So it's like you fire off your 3 main abilities and you're stuck auto-attacking slowly, and it is horrible. The daily ability you get is like Whirlwind. You start spinning yourself in a giant circle repeatedly, and you do tons and tons of damage to everything. Except the ability does horrible, horrible damage, and you don't actually do tons of damage. You do lots of little damage, but a Guardian fighter could do the same thing with their basic auto attack. And probably, I'd argue, a little better, considering they have other stuff they can use as well. So yeah, terrible, terrible class. Don't recommend it at all. The other classes, by all means, definitely give them a try. Great Weapon Fighter, wait until they buff the crap out of the thing. What am I? What are we doing here? Now that I'm done my Great Weapon Fighter rant. Hey, we leveled. So yeah, we're doing some quests. We're recovering supplies, destroying other supplies. We're going to be taking some samples of sludge at some point, though we may not have that quest yet. It's a possibility. We got a dagger. We're completely submerged. Or not in sludge, but... Okay, we're good. And I would have thought we wouldn't be able to breathe, but apparently we can. It's all good. Hey, more powerful weapon. That was probably more powerful than our secondary weapon. It is indeed. Let's also equip that. What about the other stuff we've gotten? Boots? Boots, perhaps? No, defense. Defense is for squares. Armor penetration. I'd rather have a tiny bit of lifesteal, because why not? No. Alright, looks like that's all we're going to be swapping out equipment-wise. Let's see what we can learn ability-wise now. We have all the abilities we can currently learn. If we something. We're going to be putting a second point in something. What are good abilities? I use Death Strike all the time. I use Lashing Blade all the time. I use Dazing Strike all the time. It says which one is which. This is my leap up in the air and slash downward. It's not bad. I think these are all actually plus 10% damage, so I'm just going to increase the highest damage one. Which is this one. Because it is fun to swing and hit people for lots of damage. I don't have stealth yet to make it a lot more damage, but of course I missed the big guy and hit the little guy. Story of my life. Alright, what do we still need to do here? As soon as I get these couple quests done, I'm going to queue up. We'll probably get a skirmish in. I'm actually delaying it because of the event coming up. I'll get some bonus astral diamonds for doing it during that event. And as a trickster, I don't really feel like I need to use abilities. I can if I wanted to, but you don't strictly have to, which I think is kind of nice. It's like, oh, I want to start from range if I want to. Yeah, I can. The game is just nice because it kind of gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. Alright, what else do we have to do here? So auto-running, pop up the map. That's the Nasher headquarters. Worth our while. Need to find one more valuable good box. And then we'll head into the Nasher headquarters. And in 7 seconds, we shall queue up. Come on, valuable goods, where are you? Stuck in a wall. He is, in fact, stuck in a wall. That sucks for him. He's gonna be stuck. Oh, no, there he is. I wonder if I could have teleported to him. That could have been amazing. Could have been stuck in a wall as well. Could also have been bad, who knows. And I still need one more box. Or one more set of words. One more set of valuable goods. How about you guys? You guys have any? Ah, wait, there's one on the ground. That works. 472 damage off that ability. Yeah. The Trickster so far is just hands down my favorite class. My highest level character, I'm level 26 on an alt, I think. It is just a ton of fun. You kill real quick, and because everything dies quickly, you don't really take a ton of damage, which is nice. Alright, skirmish thing is up. Let's go ahead and queue for this. And let's head into the Nasher headquarters. Alright, so we got a barn. Straightforward. And enemies within the barn. Ah, this area. Ambush! Oh no, they were behind a canvas curtain. How horrible. Ooh, interrupted. And time to kill. And there's our cue. At least it happened early on. Let's go ahead and join party. Hopefully they don't mix up too quick. There's a chest I'd like to grab now for the hell of it. For the loot. But I need to break combat before I can do that. I'm gonna get like right in front of the chest and then get pulled in, watch. Hey, I actually managed to loot it. That works for me. Just gonna keep killing stuff. We're not gonna actually get finished with this. There's some loot up here I can grab. Some secret loot. Dungeoneering kit. Ah, well, there it goes. Alright, so we have our first little group party event, skirmish, instance, dealy, what have you. It's a skirmish. But it's the first thing, or first party thing we're doing in this Let's Play series. And apparently there are waves of zombies attacking Hazel. Nope, I have to save him. Story of our life as an adventurer, saving someone or other constantly. We are a zombie slayer. Just getting started, only 50. That number will grow quickly as time goes on. We're gonna at least double that amount just in this little skirmish. Fighting and fire. Yeah, awesome, I know. So skirmishes are basically little, like, miniature mission dungeon type things. They take about 10 minutes to complete on average. There's a couple that are a little longer. Mainly due to one end boss just having, like, 15 million hit points or something insane that it just takes forever to kill. But generally, they're quick little jump in, complete it. That horn was quite loud. Basically, they're just quick little mini dungeons, is essentially what they come down to. You get some good loot at the end, you get astral diamonds, you can get, I think this one's only coin out of the end chest, but it's all good, every little bit helps. Problem that my only issue with these is there's only, at least until level 25 or so, there is only one at a time. It's like, oh yeah, I can queue up for Blacklake Terror over and over and over. Oh, still a zombie alive. Now, give me a couple different ones to do. These aren't exactly the most elaborate little areas. You know, do something else here and make it interesting. Give me some variation. Now we got a couple ogres wandering around, our hulks, sorry, zombie hulks. Pull off the rest of this trash, and then we'll deal with these big guys. I'm so used to playing my high-level rogue, or trickster, whatever. Some of the abilities you unlock later are kind of nice. I'll end up showing them off when I get them, obviously, but until I get them, I'm gonna keep accidentally trying to use them, because I'm so used to having them on my what became my main character. Alright, as soon as this thing dies, we should be moving on to the last wave. Unless there's a straggler somewhere. Oh, there we go. Chosen of Gondar. Words. Too many vowels. Let's open up with our Death Strike. Bloodbath. At some point I will remember what the hell these things are called. Probably not, but I can pretend I'm going to remember. Oh, that was a flag. I was wondering what the heck was coming up from the side. Alright, so we got some ads popping up. Not too big a deal. Just kill them off quickly. And get knocked around, yay. We end up having to kill everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter what we kill first. I think it technically ends first, but you can't claim it ends when the Priest of Gondor is killed. It just doesn't actually let you loot or anything like that while you're in combat, so you end up having to kill everything. I keep getting knocked on the ground. You really do get spoiled by being able to teleport and dodge stuff, and stealth, and all the other fun stuff you get with higher levels. Yay, highest damage. Most kills as well, perhaps? Maybe not. Most damage taken. I took a lot of damage. Most damage dealt. Most enemies slain. Yeah, I kill. I kill lots and lots. Need that. Greed that. Let's go get our... Let's see. We have rough astral words. I have not acquired... Oh my god. Words today. I apologize. I have not acquired rough astral diamonds. So right here, I have none. Apparently, they are hiding in the chest. If we look, we have rough... Again, I apologize for words. We have rough astral diamonds. We can refine them into proper astral diamonds. You can refine 2,400 a day per character. And by 2,400, I mean 24,000. Or 26,000. Somewhere about there. It's their little way of limiting the amount you get per day. Astral diamonds are like the primary currency of the game. It's basically like gold in every other game. Except for some reason this game isn't gold and it's astral diamonds instead. Even though we have gold as well. It's all very confusing. Alright, so we gotta repeat this first little 2-3 fights of this instance. Not a huge deal. More stuff from behind the curtains. I was expecting that this time, guys. Not too surprising. At least I didn't hit a little guy with a big attack. What can you do? Need some little scraps. Maybe dodge out of the knockback attack so I'm not on the ground all the time. Get back into the thick of things, daze him, hit him with a big nuke, and finally kill him off. Alright, so we were up here before we were so rudely pulled from the instance. There is something here with a dungeoneering kit, or whatever. But if we jump over here, there is a sack hiding on the rafters, with some crafting materials in them. I don't know if there's anything else over here. Go look and find out. Hopefully not fall. Doesn't look like anything else. Doesn't look like anything else. Let's just see me. Yeah. Oh well. There might have been a couple coins up on the second level loft, but oh well. I don't feel like running around for a couple of copper. For now, let's get our chest again. Ooh, rare quality boots. And I know I'm not out of identify scrolls. I can't use them anymore, but I'll throw those up on the auction house at some point and hopefully get some astral diamonds out of them. Again, every little bit helps. The auction house sales are actually proper astral diamonds, so you're not limited to the 2,400 per day refining limit per character. So if those happen to sell for 50,000, I would get 50,000, and I could still refine 24,000 a day. So, handy stuff to know. Ah, I see a secret passage. Sort of. Not really a passage. Secret room, I can go with. I also gotta say, I think they're doing this bed wrong. Pretty sure the rope bed frame sort of thing is supposed to be below the blankets. But what do I know? Ah, more stuff to kill. Yeah, that works. I was hoping to teleport to the Hexer. Didn't quite work out, but we can kill stuff anyway. As long as it all dies, I shall be happy. And that right there is how you avoid standing in fire. And that's what they get for messing with me. They're all dead now. I'm alive. Who rocks? I rock. Don't know where I was going with that. I was hoping it went someplace better than it did. What can I do? I can try not doing that again in the future. Or at least having something in mind before I start doing it in the future. What can you do? I don't have a nature kit, I don't believe. I do not. I will be getting those at some point in the future. I may not actually not get all of the ones we run across, because there can be a lot of them around. At the very least, I will get all the thievery kits, because I don't need the thievery nodes, because I don't need thievery kits to open them. So it's free, and I make money. You make money overall anyway, but I can either just sell all the materials on the auction house. Although you lose coin because you're getting astral diamonds. You buy a kit with coin, you open a node, you get materials, you sell the materials on the auction house for astral diamonds. Oh well, who cares? Let's kill stuff. Karzov. It's like, okay, I wanted to hit his little buddy friend. Kill him first. Daze you, hit you with a big nuke. I see ads coming in. Get rid of these little guys again. This is the whirlwind attack I was talking about earlier during my little bit of a great weapon fighter rant. And by little bit, pretty huge, better part of 10-minute rant. Yeah, you're kind of larger than the crates, Karzov. You're not going to be able to hide back there. And you're dead. 518 damage. That's an acceptable amount. I'll let it pass. It should do more, though. Alright, let's grab this crown. And get our pair of scavenger boots. Or not. That was a different quest. Oh well. Can't always be right about this stuff. Alright, so we'll head back, turn in all these quests. Probably, well, we're definitely going to level up once again. Because we've got a bunch of quests to turn in, and we are about 2-3% away from actually leveling. So, yay, awesome. Just sit back, relax, point yourself at the quest destination, and auto-run away while you're sitting back, relaxing, far away from the microphone. Hopefully not too far that this isn't understandable. And oh look, we're auto-running into a fence, and momentarily we will bypass the fence. Yay for not running directly perpendicular to it. And we're here, so I have to kind of sit back up and control myself.
Most folks.
So for doing the Blacklake Terror, the Blacklake District and Neverwinter are also great debt.
Maybe you can help me again.
Maybe.
Thank you for bringing back me supplies. They're not in the best shape, but they'll do. Now I can test to see if me sludge's hibernating black pudding theory is correct.
Black pudding. It's what's for dinner.
I've salvaged what I can, but I'm gonna need new samples of Blacklake sludge for me work. The samples must come from specific patches of the sludge, which wouldn't be difficult, except the whole area is swarming with violent rebels. I'm willing to pay you to collect the samples for me.
Move along now. Good work. Shh. Keep your voice down. We have things to discuss.
Apparently, I kind of bypassed the text. Damn it. If you wanted to read it, by all means, go back and pause the video.
Time to turn the Nashers against the dead rats. Easy. Like most insulated groups, they're paranoid that their enemies control neighboring factions. In this case, they'll be correct. There's a rabble-rouser preaching from a fountain farther into the district. He's an effective recruiter, popular within the Nashers. If he were killed, the Nashers would be outraged. Seeing how I want him killed, The trick is directing that rage at our enemies. Kill the rabble-rouser, and plant this dead rat's dagger on the fountain. That should get both factions at each other's throats, allowing my agents to establish some order in the aftermath.
So yeah, it's pretty nice. They have fixed the bug with the conversations cutting out, as long as you don't start other conversations in the process. So it's pretty nice in that regard. I can kind of start the next quest while the quest dialogue finishes up. And apparently I had some quests back here to turn in still. So we're going to turn these in quickly. And this is actually going to be it for this episode of Let's Play... game is this? Neverwinter. Yeah, that's it.
Hello there. Ah, yes. Just the sort of sentimental valuables people will be overjoyed to recover. I can't say this has been a good start to our efforts here, but at least you've made us a lot of friends today.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
No doubt
beyond
we'll
this
need
point.
them if this is the state of affairs in New Neverwinter.
Alright, so I just kind of forgot to turn that in. We were checking out all those different houses that really didn't have much house left at all. Either way, that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Neverwinter. Next time we will pick back off with gathering those gathering those specific sludge samples, and possibly some other stuff. Apparently we had to kill some Nasher rebel rouser and go to Protector's Enclave once again. So we will do that next time after hitting level 10. I'm just going to end the episode right at this campfire. So thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and/or subscribe, and have a great day.